try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs, it's Bernard. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Bernard. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's got him. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that.
Here's a little room there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Just keep slinging it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Looking to fire. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Holloway. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to adjust the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Off play action. Here's a heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Fires to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And he's going to bring this one out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Raymond. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the Owls come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Bernard. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackle and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give on the option. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Back to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a really nice on the move. It's Bernard. Picks up the first down. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in on the right. Here he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Coming out with it, it's Holloway. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Might be changing the route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. He fires one deep down the right side. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 14 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Buckeyes with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway.
That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Garcia. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Bernard. Could be an alley. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
A run for the quarterback. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bernard. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on. To the house. Touchdown Owls.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Running inside. It's Bernard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. RPO complete. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and strike. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They get to him as he throws. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. There is no evidence whatsoever that either one of these offenses will bog down at any point in this game.
As a former quarterback, Reese, I'm impressed because both of these offenses right now are executing at such a high level.
Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Henry. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but will carried away with that roughing penalty. From the red zone, it's Bernard. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Quick release by the QB. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Quarterback will keep it. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Trying to pound it in. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football, so faster guys, Good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
They're going to throw it again from their own end zone. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Owls! A pick six! Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.